Scripture says, "Woe to those who are at ease in Zion." Yet look around. Comfort has become the altar men kneel before. Pleasure is praised. Discipline is mocked. Weakness is excused and renamed self-care. But God has never advanced his kingdom through comfort. From Genesis to Revelation, God moves through men who endure, men who carry weight, who suffer well, who stand when others bow. David was not chosen while resting. He was chosen in obscurity. Moses was not called in comfort. He was called in exile. If your life feels heavy, it is because God does not place light burdens on strong shoulders. The Bible is clear. The Lord tests the righteous. God does not test to destroy. He tests to reveal. Fire does not weaken gold. It exposes what is false. When your faith is shaken, when prayer feels unanswered, when doors close without explanation, heaven is watching one thing only. Will you obey without reward? Abraham walked up the mountain without knowing the ending. Job worshiped while everything was stripped away. The man God uses most is the man who stays faithful when obedience costs him everything. The flesh desires what is contrary to the spirit. That battle inside you is not accidental. It is ancient. Weak men feed the flesh and call it freedom. Strong men crucify it daily. Discipline is not punishment. It is alignment. When you train your body, guard your eyes, control your appetite, and master your thoughts, you are declaring war on chaos. A disciplined man becomes dangerous, not to others, but to darkness. Heaven trusts men who can govern themselves. Scripture says, "A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls." God builds walls before he builds victories. Jesus did not die comfortably. He did not negotiate suffering. He carried the cross knowing the pain, the nails, the silence that awaited him. And he said plainly, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me." Christianity is not an escape from hardship. It is an invitation into holy endurance. If you follow Christ and feel pressure, resistance, opposition, you are walking the narrow path correctly. The cross was not light, but it led to resurrection. This generation does not need louder men. It needs anchored men. Men whose strength comes from obedience, not ego. Men who pray in private, stand firm in public, and endure without applause. God is not calling you to blend in. He is calling you to stand apart, to lead your household, to guard your mind, to walk upright even when mocked. You were not forged for ease. You were shaped for battle. And the same God who strengthened David, sustained Paul, and raised Christ from the grave walks with you now. Stand, endure, obey. Because weakness dies where obedience lives, and God still forges warriors.